Greetings. My name is Commander Damian Sanders, and I am a Blue Gold officer as well as the Deputy Area Coordinator for Area 317 here in the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. I'm so happy to be able to meet with you virtually today to discuss the United States Naval Academy. But a bit about myself before I start to share more about the United States Naval Academy. I am a graduate of the class of 1999. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Systems Engineering. And once I graduated the academy, I decided that I wanted to join Naval Aviation, and I became a Naval Flight Officer in the P3 community. I have served 21 years as both an active duty and a reserve officer in the United States Navy, serving the great country that we live in today. All right, so a bit about the Naval Academy. So the Naval Academy is located in Annapolis, Maryland, which is about 25 miles from Baltimore and Washington, respectively. The picture that you see on the bottom of the screen is the layout of the campus, which consists of Bancroft Hall, that is the main dormitory for all of our students or midshipmen, as well as all of our various athletic facilities, brigade services, which include barbershops, armory, midshipmen stores, etc. The Brigade of Midshipmen, or our student body there on campus, we have a very diverse group of midshipmen. They come from all 50 states, territories, and foreign countries, have a diverse multicultural backgrounds, also have representatives from that were previously sailors and Marines. And all of our students were leaders in their high school or college areas, as well as academic scholars, varsity athletes. The Brigade of Midshipmen are typically about 4,400, give or take, in a given year. And the breakdown between men and women is usually about 3/4 of the brigade are men and about 27% are women. Majors, we have 25 available majors. As you'll see here on the list, most of them are STEM related. So what that means also is that all of our students graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree. So what that means is that even if you graduate with a humanities degree in English or history or political science, you still are required to take curriculum focused on mathematics and science in order to earn that Bachelor of Science degree. 65% of our graduates each graduating year actually have a STEM degree, meaning engineering or mathematics or sciences. We also have various minors and foreign languages available as well. One of the things that makes the United States Naval Academy unique from other civilian institutions is our small class size, particularly as you look at it from our student to faculty ratio from 8:1. So all of our classes, particularly once you start to get away from the larger freshman core curriculum classes, are in smaller lecture halls and have about 10 to 25 people per section. We also have a very unique situation. We have close contact with our faculty, where we're able to offer a lot of extra instruction outside of the classroom. And if you need that help, you don't go to TAs or assistants. You actually can go to your professor. And we have a great mix of military to civilian ratio for our faculty. Along with a great first-class academic education, we are also very fortunate to have a very strong varsity sports program. All of our varsity sports are NCAA, both for men, women, and we have quite a few co-ed varsity sports. Club sports, again, if you don't participate in varsity sports, you also have the opportunity to participate in club sports. And you see here on the slide, just capturing a small portion that we have available for both men, women, as well as co-ed club sports. Extracurricular activities, we have all different flavors of ECAs, whether they're academic in nature, religious, or military or professional. And one of the cool opportunities there at the Naval Academy is, even if you don't see something listed as extracurricular activities, if you're able to put together a good program and find a sponsor, one of the officers on the yard to sponsor you as a group, you can start your own extracurricular activities. And quite a few of the extracurricular activities that we currently have on campus were started up by midshipmen, for midshipmen, and which is a great opportunity. All right, so basic eligibility. So Now that I've shared a little bit about the Naval Academy, what are some of the basic eligibility items that you have to consider? Well, there are four major components. First, you have to be at least 17 years of age, and you cannot be any older than 23 years of age when you start on July 1st of your entry year. You have to be United States citizen by I-Day or induction day. That's when you start the academy. And you can't be married or pregnant or have any legal obligation to support a child or other individual. One of the most important aspects, and that's the reason why it's bold and underlined, is you have to be a person of good moral character. What we're looking for is a total person evaluation, so strong academically, physical standards, leadership abilities, but again, good moral character. So I wanted to spend a few moments talking about the candidate cycle. One of the other things that makes the United States Naval Academy unique, as well as all the service academies, are all the other elements that have to be thought of and considered for your application. So what you see here is the typical candidate cycle that kind of starts the second semester of your junior year through your plebe summer. So I'm going to kind of hit some of the highlights. By January of your junior year, going to your second semester, you should have already started taking at least your SAT or ACT. The reason why I mention that is because depending upon your score, you want to make sure that you have enough time to take it over again if you need to. Also, during that spring, applications for a summer seminar, which is a summer program, will open up in February. Preliminary applications for the Naval Academy typically open up in April or May of the second semester of your junior year. If you're fortunate enough to get picked up for summer seminar, that opportunity starts in June. Summer seminar is not, and I must stress this, is not a prerequisite to get into the Naval Academy. And then you start to go into your senior year. The admissions board initially starts or opens up in September. During that fall of your senior year, you have quite a few things that are happening. During that time, if you have not completed your application, you need to have completed your application, as well as scheduling time or applying for a congressional nominational interview. That's one of the other key things that makes Service Academy applications very unique from civilian schools is you have to get a congressional nomination or a nomination source from one of 6 other sources. And then also there'll be an opportunity for someone like myself, a Blue Coat officer, to interview you on behalf of the Naval Academy. And then by the end of January, applications are due. And then come your senior year in the springtime, typically mid-April, the Academy notifies all the candidates in terms of their status. And then you have to be able to sign with us or tell us that, hey, you plan on coming by May 1st. And then July 1st is the beginning of plebe summer. So the admissions process, again, starts with a preliminary application. Once you do that, you actually become an official candidate in the Naval Academy's database. And in order to get an offered appointment, there are a couple key components that need to be accomplished. One, you have to be admissible by board standards. That means they're looking at all your academic background, physically qualified. Each candidate has to take what's called a CFA or a command fitness assessment, as well as you have to be medically qualified. That qualification is done by an organization called DODMERB, Department of Defense Medical Evaluation Review Board. And then you have to obtain a nomination. A nomination, again, comes from one of 7 different sources: members of Congress, the President, Vice President, Navy Marine Corps, Reserve Officer Training Corps units in your school. You could be a child of a deceased or disabled vet, POW, or MIA, or a child of a Medal of Honor recipient. All right, I know that was a lot of information. However, you see here that on our website, we have all that information in more detail if you have any questions about admissions or admissions process. All right, so frequently asked questions I get when I'm out talking with students and parents are, hey, do you have any advice for admissions? So I kind of broke it down into about 5 different components. First, it is very, very important to have a strong foundation in math and science. So what that means is you should position yourself by the time you get to your senior year to be taking the most advanced math and science courses that your school has to offer. So an example will be something like AP Calculus, AP Chemistry, AP Biology, Physics, something with the lab. The Naval Academy doesn't have a minimum GPA, however, strive to be in at least the top 20% of your class. I would say even particularly in the North Texas area, strive to be in the top 10% because this is a very competitive area. As I said earlier, try to take your SATs and ACTs early and often. There's no minimum. The Academy does what's called super scores. That means if you take the SAT, for example, 2 times and you score a higher verbal on one and then a higher math on the other, the Naval Academy will take your highest scores from each. That's what it means when we say we super score. Try to take as many AP or IB courses as possible. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking for well-rounded people. Well-rounded students. So being able to demonstrate your leadership potential and your ECAs, your community, your church, your school, and active in athletic and non-athletic activities. So again, just a quick snapshot here of the class of 2023. You see here now that of a size of about 16,000 applicants, about 1,800 enrolled with us on I-Day. And you see the background there in terms of our men and women, gender background, and racial ethnic background. It's a very diverse group of students. Listed here for the SAT and ACTs, these average score ranges were at least 50% of class of 2023 fell within this range. And again, had a diverse background in terms of community service, academic, and athletic backgrounds. All right, so one of the more important things, again, you go to the Naval Academy because really at the end of the day, you're going there in order to serve your country as an officer. Graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree, you're commissioned as an officer in either the Navy as an ensign or a United States Marine Corps as a second lieutenant. And you have to serve a minimum of 5 service years commitment. Could be a little bit longer if you choose something like naval aviation. One of the things that really makes the Naval Academy unique is once you graduate, all of the different options that you have to serve as an officer in the Marine Corps. Pretty much anything you can think of in terms of if you did go to West Point or Air Force, you're able to do as a Navy or Marine Corps officer, plus things that those other services don't have to offer, such as surface warfare. Again, you could decide that you want to be on a ship, and these are various ships that we have within the Navy fleet. A submarine officer, a nuclear submarine officer, either on attack or ballistic submarine ships. Naval aviation, this is what I chose. And again, we can fly all of these hosts of aircraft, plus some of the newer aircraft, unmanned air vehicles that are available, as well as an inventory. Special warfare, Navy SEALs, or EOD, explosive ordnance disposal units. And of course, the Marine Corps, where you get to lead all of our great men and women, enlisted men and women in the Marine Corps, as well as fly. So again, lots of different choices that you're able to select from by going to the United States Naval Academy that's unique from the other service academies. All right, so a word to some of our younger students, particularly those in 8th grade through 11th grade. We have some great summer programs available for you, particularly this one's called the Summer STEM Program. That's for our rising 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. Great fun opportunity to visit the Academy and actually participate in many of our labs, as well as get the chance to visit the actual school. So great opportunity. Typically those applications open up in January of your second semester. Another great summer opportunity is called Summer Seminar. This is available for juniors going into your senior year. Again, another great program where it's a 6-day immersion program. And it's not a requirement for applications to the Naval Academy, but a great opportunity nonetheless to visit the school firsthand and learn some more about the Academy. All right, so top 5 reasons to go to the Naval Academy. Well, the first one is to serve your country. Again, just like all the service academies, you have to keep that in the forefront of your mind. While you do get a premier education, and that's the second thing I wanted to list, the most important thing is you have to go in there with understanding that you are going to serve your country as an officer in the Marine Corps or the Navy. Number 2, premier education. The 2020 U.S. News and World Report listed the United States Naval Academy as the #1 public school in the nation and the #4 best undergraduate engineering program. Number 3, leadership or character and development. One of the things that makes the Naval Academy unique is that we have a specific leadership education and development, or LEAD division. And the whole purpose is to prepare junior officers for combat and operational leadership roles, and a complete 4-year immersion program of leadership and ethics education and training, as well as leader development experiences and opportunities. Again, awesome opportunity. Again, for leadership development, that's second to none in the country. Full scholarship, that kind of goes without saying. Everything in terms of what you receive there from this first-class education, all your uniforms, your books, is all covered. So there's no money that comes out of either your parents' pocket or your pocket, and no student loans. And when you're graduated and you're guaranteed employment as a junior officer in the Navy or the Marine Corps, serving this great country, in charge of millions of dollars of equipment, and entrusted with the lives of men and women under your care and your leadership. So great opportunity. It's many more great reasons to go Navy, but these are some of the top 5. All right, so if you get a chance, if you're interested, please feel free to follow us. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'm so glad that you were able to join me today, and hopefully you learned some more about the Naval Academy, and you're excited to try to apply to go to this great school. And remember, go Navy, beat Army and Air Force. Thank you very much. And please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.